Who's that new man that came in? Did you see him?
I don't know him.
I don't either.
He's a neighborhood crasher.
Yeah. Oh, there's Mia.
Oh, Mia.
Oh,
Oh, good.
oh, sure is.
Ladies, if you wouldn't mind, give me your names one by one. We'll go from left to right.
Left, your left.
Here,
Sure.
Janice Davis.
Brenda Kane.
Karen Casey.
All right. I don't know who wants to start. I mean, you have to go. So let's talk about what it was like for you growing up in the neighborhood.
It was a sociable place. Lots of kids, close to the school. I would say back in those days it was really vibrant and for the most part fun. Neighbors knew each other. We looked after each other's children, and it extended not just on Fairmount, but whatever that street over there is,
Holyoke.
Holyoke,
Yeah.
and there it was just. What is that?
Vassar.
Vassar. So it was a big family.
Do you feel like that's changed in the neighborhood perhaps over the years, or do you still see that present?
I don't know.
Well, most of us don't live in the neighborhood anymore, but we drive through all the time checking to see how things are. We would say yes. I would say it's changed, wouldn't you?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's changed a lot. It was everybody had really manicured lawns and kept their houses up, and then it was just a safe environment for our children.
And we had dogs that watched things at
Oh,
night.
yeah.
We had Rusty and what was my
Rocky.
dog? And Rocky.
Yeah, German Shepherds.
German Shepherds. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had Schultz, a little schnauzer.
Well, he probably wasn't.
Huh?
He probably wasn't a good
Oh,
watchdog.
no.
Do you
If he
think?
came to the house.
Oh, yeah.
That scare people.
Those
But
dogs. Yeah.
but I think one of the changes is back then most people were homeowners.
Yeah.
And
That's
I don't know
right.
if that's still the case, but
That's
I do see
right.
for rent signs. I think there are
Right.
more renters here now, which tends to, I think, tear away the fabric of a neighborhood that's close knit because people are more mobile.
And then the schools were close. Our children could walk to grade school and then junior high school. So that was a plus.
What is this school situation now exactly?
Busing took over.
Yeah, busing's over now, though, but many of them, many of the schools are just they either started attending somewhere where it's too far to walk. The thing is, regardless of the reason, usually it's too far for them to have to walk. So they're transported by parents or somebody. And, things are just looser. I mean, we don't have that tight knit,
Yeah.
where you could kind of keep your eye on things and monitor what was going on with kids. Our kids played in the vacant lot down the street a lot, which was within reach of all of us. you know.
Yeah, we look after one another's kid. If we saw something going wrong, we grabbed the kid. Before we called the mom, we get the kid.
Probably I don't know, but probably an aging population, and that probably contributes to some of the other issues as well.
Can you tell me about some more stories about when you guys were all together? Like, not just getting a kid, but like, if something happened, like how you guys came together, and like if something helped or something funny or just a memory from it.
Well, society was really different then. There was a kind of respect, and we all just kind of looked after and trusted each other. I think that's an important part. So if she called me to tell me my Kelly, or most of the time that Mikey there was running, Mikey was going over the fence or running down the street,
He was
just,
still in diapers.
yes, and he was just everybody's kid. And that kind of notion doesn't exist today. If we lived here now and he was 2 or 1, that probably wouldn't be the case.
What I remember is a lot of, I'm not saying so much being in each other's houses, but convening out in the street.
Yeah.
The kids were playing, the adults are talking. A kid might come up and say, "Can so-and-so come over?" Or send somebody else to ask. But I remember just standing out talking to neighbors.
Yeah, we were all out in the evening. We were all outside in the evening. The kids kids were playing. So we talked to one another. And I remember when I first moved over here, Brenda's little girl, Kelly, she was, she maybe 6.
Probably.
And she ran up in my yard and she said, "Can I play with your little girls?" So, that broke the ice right there.
I also remember, speaking of that, when we first moved in, I think Douglases were here, and Terry Douglas
Yeah.
Terry Douglas was always going over to somebody's house.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And I don't even
right.
know where he is.
He's around.
Is he still
around,
Yeah,
around?
Mike. I think Michael sees him
Does
sometime.
he? Yeah, I have not. I know he and Ray were good friends. And another family that lived here was Bias. Didn't they live here?
I don't
remember
I don't
them,
remember.
the
Maybe
Bias.
they were not on this street, but they were
Or
not
up
too far.
in the block.
Yeah, they may
Yeah,
have been.
maybe.
I just remember
But I
Francis.
can remember the boys playing basketball all the time in your driveway,
Yeah.
which was right across the street from my house. So
But those two dogs, Rocky and
And
Rusty,
they ran the
they
neighborhood.
ran the neighborhood, and they laid out in the yard at night. And if you came walking down the block at night, you had to say, "Rusty is me, Rocky is me." we have a lot of good memories
A
from
lot of
over
good
here.
memories. We really do.